Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, please come with me as we embark on an interesting journey to maybe help you understand my thought process in buying Funko Pop mystery boxes. We have been buying Funko Pop mystery boxes, guys, for 6 years plus. We have bought big ones as high as $3,000. We have bought small ones. And sometimes people ask me, what is the rationale with you in mystery boxes? Why do you choose one? Why do you not at this stage of the game? I found a really good one this past week, and I didn't pick it up. But I thought I would take you along with the journey of getting into my mind and telling you why I wouldn't. And maybe you learn something. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you disagree with me. Either way, let's go for the ride. That's right, guys, back again with another, not unboxing video, but reason why we're not unboxing this video, unboxing this mystery box. I thought I'd bring you along into my psyche, my understanding of why I did not pick this mystery box up, because let's face it, it was a really cool mystery box. It was a high-valued mystery box, and it was a low box run. But why didn't I pick it up? Why? I'm going to take you into the psyche. Let's see if you agree with me and my rationale. Please like, subscribe, ding the bell. It goes a long way, helps support the channel, the algorithm. Thank you so much. First and foremost, we play in a lot of mystery boxes. This is not a knock on a mystery box or anything like that. It's just this is my rationale today of why I didn't pick this mystery box, why I didn't invest in this mystery box. Because first be told, I have a very, good size Funko Pop collection. You see some of it sitting behind you today. I don't always go out and I need things anymore. I've been collecting for 6, 7, 8, 7.5 years. I have a lot that I already want, So a mystery box is really for the enjoyment and the desire of opening that mystery box to bring to you guys, not necessarily to fit my collection. So keep that in mind when I bring you along for this journey, because that may help you understand. And I will tell you, if you see some of these pops and you were like, you know what, I want to take a run on this pop or get that pop, I totally understand it. But from my point of view, I open these boxes and then majority, 90 to 95% of the box, I turn around and then sell. And I'd like to not lose my ass, right? I'd like to not do it. But let's take you into this mystery box and show you what I mean. So first off, here it is. It is from our favorite company, Boom Loot. This dropped whatever it was, 28th of April. And it was a legendary volume 88. I've always said we will see 100 legendary box 100 this year. This was a little bit different because a lot of the time lately they've been sitting in that $400 to $500 range. Even then, you've got to think of this, right? I don't always do this thought process with like a $100 or $200 box, but when we're in 3, 4, 5 range, I start thinking about it a little bit more. When we're in the 7, 8 to what this box is, $1,100, I majorly have this rationale behind my thinking. All right. This was volume 88 legendary, $1,100. Lowest box was $1,150. So you're already guaranteed $50 over what you pay. There are only 5 boxes, and top box is $2,000. Now, first be told, I don't know the rationale. I don't know the boxes. I don't know what was in each box. Let's take a look at the glam shot, because that's what I do. I look at value, I look at box number, and I look at how many pops are in the box. That is first and foremost what I think about. And then I look at the glam shot, which is released about a half hour before. And right away, looking at this glam shot, in my mind, I'm thinking Mr. Incredible, top box. And I think Stormtrooper, one in each box, the Poe Dameron Freddy Funko, and the Glitter Freddy Funko. That's your 5 boxes. Now, I could be wrong, because it would be cool to get to 2,000. Maybe you're doing both Stormtroopers, you know what I mean? And a third pop to make 2K. I don't know. I don't know what the box combos are in that respect. But I think they're your big ones, and then those are the other ones. These are not all the Grails pictured, so there could be other ones. You got to keep that in mind. But for me, I'm going off the picture. right? And off the picture, I'm looking at this. First and foremost, when I look at this picture, I'm seeing 3 2-packs. Obviously, 3 of the boxes are going to get 2-packs, right? First and foremost. So I can't see that Jay and Silent Bob. I think that's a con sticker. Right away, I go to PPG, and you know, you're looking at about $150. The Ren and Stimpy con sticker, that's about $250. The Fred Flintstones, you're into the $2 to $250 range, I think, for that one as well, right? You then go down there. First thing that shows is that Thor. That Thor has a lot of versions, a lot of stickers. I'm not loving that. Number 2, you go to Elvira. It's a great Funko Pop, autographed, adds a little bit to it. You move over to that Spider-Man. I know that Spider-Man. I've been kicked in the nuts with that Spider-Man. PPG says it's $130. You're lucky to get $60 to $70 out of it. So that's right off the bat, not loving that. I move down. Danny Phantom con sticker in the 100. The Miles Morales, you know, that's about a $60, $80. These are sometimes eBay prices, I might add. A Renji autograph. All right, people like Bleach. The Flocked ECCC, whatever it is. I can't remember what it is. Bigfoot. Anyway, I've had that one before. Couldn't get PPG out of it. Your Shock Trooper, that's a shared sticker, not a con. And you look at Grimjow. I know that one, eBay solds are in the $2 to $250 range. So right away, your backup pops not looking the best. And what that's telling me is each box at an $1,100 is going to come down to one Funko Pop that's going to make up the majority of that value. Now, when I think of that, the first thing I think of is pops at that realm, the $7, $8 plus $100 Funko Pops. 1, very hard to sell. 2, they stick around for a long time. 3, to sell them, sometimes you're going to have to go below PPG value to sell them. So right away, not loving it, right? Not loving it. I'm also not a huge Star Wars person as far as Funko Pops go. So you got to keep that in mind as well when I'm rationalizing this. So first thing I go to is go to PPG, and then I go to eBay sold, because I want to see what are the grails going for. You know, I mean, what are the combos they could be? Where are we at there? And this is already, I'm going to be quite honest with you. When I saw the grails, I saw the other pops, even though there could be some surprise ones in there, I'm right away thinking, you know what? Majority of the box is going to be made up on these pops. These are hard to sell pops without even researching it. I'm not playing in the box, right? I mean, it's an instant decision for me. Now, it says the top 2 pops in the run are the Mr. Incredible at $14.50 and the clear glitter acrylic Freddy Funko at 50 pieces in at $13.70, all pop signed or JSA certified. So it tells you that. So it gives you those off the top, off the rip, right? But I want to go look at it. So we hop over here to Mr. Incredible, $14.50. Now, I'm not even going to go look at last sold in HobbyDB. I went to eBay. The last one sold for $12.50, and then the last one before that sold for $1,000. So right off the bat, it's not selling for really what PPG is off the rip. Although it's a great pop, I like it. You can imagine there, you barely might be even breaking even if you get that pop, right? So then I move over and I look up, what's Luke Skywalker? You know, this is a grail for Star Wars collectors. However, if you look at last sold on eBay, he's not selling. You know, he's not selling. You look here, one sold in the last 60 days at $810. That was eBay. I saw that one. 2 of them in the past year. I did not see these kind of values, you know. So right off the rip, not really selling the greatest. It's something that's going to take a while to sell, without a doubt. And PPG, $980. All right, let's move over. Han Solo. Again, not a lot of sales of him, you know, and he's right about $930. So that makes me think, would they put the 2 Stormtroopers together and then another pop to sort of equal the 2,000? Maybe they do. I don't know. They could do that. You know, and that would be a very cool box, right? It would be a very cool box. I then look at this Freddy Funko Poe Dameron. nicely, and this thing was insane. It's $740 now. Now, originally, this thing was nuts, right? In 2024, this thing was outrageous, $2,600, everything like that. But not what it is today. And again, not really necessarily selling. It's a hard sell. And it is. It's a tough economy. It's Funko. It's everything, right? So right off the bat, again, I've already made the decision I'm not playing in the box, but I got to go to this one because a lot of people talk about these sets. These were limited to 50 each. There's like a red, a green, a clear, and then there's this one that kind of has that clear glitter acrylic. You would think these things super rare. Like, people want big bucks for these. I mean, there's some of these listed on eBay for $2,000 to $4,000. However, they don't sell. Again, there it is. In 2 years, one of them sold. And it sold for $1,800. And because of that, it has majorly skewed the number. You're not going to see a lot of sales for a $50 Funko, or for a 50-piece Funko Pop, right? You're just not. And they never sold for more than that. You know what I mean? I mean, there's the numbers, plain and simple. In 5 years, 2 of them sold. That's it. I had one of these years ago. I don't remember what it was, but I didn't get near that for it. So is $1,370, are you going to be able to sell this Funko Pop? Not easily. In fact, you may have to not only go to an eBay or a Mercari, you may have to go to like a Freddy Funko Facebook group to be able to move this puppy. So, again, right away, even though I made the decision already, I immediately went back and just said, you know what? It just doesn't work for me. You know, if I was after that Han Solo or Luke Skywalker, maybe. You know what I mean? If I love the Poe Dameron, maybe I'd take a run at it. The problem is the backup for me is just not there. You know, it's just not there. I mean, yeah, you have some Con Sticker 2-packs. You know, I don't know what this Freddy goes for. It's a 500 piece, but still, I know about this thing tremendously well. PPG of $130, and I'm telling you right now, I was lucky to get $65 for the damn thing. You know, it just is what it is. It's a skewed pop with a skewed number. Elvira, there's so many of them autographed. That is an incredible Elvira still. So many different variations of this Thor. Yes, that is the most sought after one, but it's just a sticker variation. You know, I don't know. And the rest, I didn't see enough. I didn't see enough great stuff. Now, if I saw what I want, and you're going to say, well, what do you want out of an $1,100 box, right? What I want is a variety. I want a chance to get maybe a $2,000 box, but I want some more $200, $300 Funko Pops to build that box, not one or two that are taking the majority of the value, because then you're investing that money. For me, it's going to sit, and then it's hard to move, you know? My rationale is this. At Funko Pops in the $300, $400 range, you can move them a little bit easier than you can at $450 plus. At $900 to $1,000, it's even harder because it takes 3 things. It takes, number one, the right price / right condition of that pop. Number 2, it takes the right person. And number 3, it takes the right time. What I mean by that is holiday, tax time, etc. There's so many factors that have to play in to be able to sell big Funko Pops. Maybe that's why a lot of people don't buy this mystery box, right? Now, these sold out in 15 minutes. You know, who knows, right? I mean, some people like them. Some people, these are some sought-after pops. I can't speak on that Freddy Funko glitter. I think people get a little bit distracted that there's only 50 of them available. But people love that Mr. Incredible. I mean, that's an OG. Very similar to the one that sits behind me with Mike Wazowski. It is a rare 480-piece Funko Pop. Right? It's old school SDCC. Very cool, right? These are great box conditions. So there's a lot of great things going for this box, but I didn't play in this box for the reasons I said. I'm curious what your thoughts are, you know? Now, if I was a collector and I needed one of these or 2 of these, maybe I'd take the gamble on it. But the problem is, I'm not. None of these would fit in my personal collection, nor would I keep any of these in my personal collection. So that's my rationale. What is your rationale? For those of you out there that buy mystery boxes, or for those of you out there that buy mystery boxes, what do you think of my rationale? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Does it make sense? Does it not? Let me know in the comments down below. Because again, this is just a sense into my thought process and how I think about it. Maybe it's not how you think about it. But like I said, I buy a lot of mystery boxes. I go big mystery boxes at times too. And when I look at a $400, a $500 mystery box, this is my rationale of how I think about it. And I just wanted a little bit more spread out value in this than a lot at once. That's me. Maybe that's not you. Let me know in the comments. I love to read them, and I answer every single one of them. Hope you enjoyed this little trip inside the mind of the Luau and how I choose mystery boxes and the things that I do. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy bringing it to you guys. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. Until the next one, I'm the Luau. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.